Hey, what's going on, Kyle? Hey, now this is what we're going to, I'm recording this video for you to show you how to pull list from unlimited mailing list. Now, it's very simplistic in getting this done, and this particular list is not necessarily going to be a specific um, in regards to finding out how much the house is worth, things like that. Actually, it's just pulling a general list of individuals in a particular area. And with this list, it's going to pull the name, the address, as well as some phone numbers at some point in time. So let's just get started and let's get to going here. So you will go to log in. I don't know. I'll give you the login as well. Now, let me preference this by saying you're able to pull 5,000 lists at a time. Although my system went down, it declined my payment yesterday, so I just uploaded the payment today. So it went back to the original amount of 1,000, but they're changing that over as I'm recording this now. So you should be able to pull 5,000 by the time you get started here. So anyway, we want to go ahead and log in to the account. Now, first thing you're going to do is go to search type here. We're going to search consumer always because we're buying basically not rental, but residential properties. And you want to search the state, which we're in Tennessee. So you'll go to Tennessee, click on it, and you'll see from the leads found, there's 2.69 million leads that are found. Okay, so the first thing you do is go to search type, click consumer, then go to Tennessee. The next step will be to click geography. Here's where you're going to select the zip codes. Now I want you to pull one zip code at a time. And the zip codes you should already have that we particularly buy in. One that's been pretty good for us as of lately has been 38141. So we'll just use that as our test. And you'll just click down here. It'll automatically upload that 38141. Now you can do multiple zip codes also if you just wanted to, and just say, okay, let's do 38116, and it'll load both. But just for test purposes, as of right now, we're going to go with the 38141. That's been pretty hot for us as of lately. So once you put that zip code information in, now you want to click update count, and it should show the total amount of leads found in that zip code. So there's 8,873 leads currently in that particular zip code. So the next step would be go over to filters and click filters. Now here's where we can get a little more specific in what we're looking for. So we were looking obviously for male or female. If you want to, you want to say, okay, I want to do male or female that's just married as of right now. Always click homeowner. We're not looking for renters. We're looking for people that actually own the homes. And you have the option of checking off age ranges. So sometimes I will decide to, a lot of times, well, we want to go first to someone who potentially may have owned the property for more than 15 years and maybe potentially interested in selling it. So, we can go 64 to 65, 66 to 69, 70 to 74, and 75 to 80. So this is going to pull a list of married individuals between the ages of 64 and 80. Okay. Now, it's going to have year of birth. I never select any of that, so you don't have to be concerned with that. Month of birth, I don't select, so don't be concerned. Date of birth, no. Net worth, I've played around with this a few times. But as of lately, I haven't been pulling anything. But um, if you did ever decide to, we just typically go from like 100,000 up. But as of right now, we don't. I'm not pulling any of that information, nor am I doing income. I've actually done this as well. So this is when we can try to target specific, maybe like lower income individuals, because sometimes they typically would have a high likelihood of uh, possibly, having trouble with their finances, i.e. their house. So, but I'm not doing that as of right now. Same with credit rating. I've toyed around with that and played around with that, and we can typically do, 650 and under. But as of right now, I hadn't really selected. Now, just keep this in mind. If you do not select any of these particular criteria, it will not. It will just pull everything and everybody. And also, the other most important thing would be here on dwell type, just do single family dwelling unit. Um, and I've never actually even selected if they had an email address or not, but I guess it would be beneficial if we were trying to send out information to them as well via email. But I've never selected it, so you don't have to select it. And then also too, we can even break it down to even ethnic groups, and but I've yet to select any of that, and also even their religion as well. And then lastly, any presence of children if they happen to have any kids inside of the house. So I've yet to select any one of those. So you don't have to select any of those. So the most important thing at this particular point in time, obviously, is male and female. If you want to target just married in one list and then go back and do single the following list, you can do that. Or you can even select married and single if you're just doing like a massive pull. Now, as of right now, like I said before, this is going to allow us to only pull 1,000 because because of me just re-signing back up after the glitch of it kicking out my information yesterday. So anyway, once you select these criteria, now what you need to also do is go back and update the count so it can select the criteria of what you've actually found. Now, with this, as you can see, it went from 8,000 to 873 individuals. Now, that's actually under the amount that we currently are able to pull 1,000. So you can still pull those. So your next move would be at this point, go to download. Now, it should have all of the information of the criteria that you actually selected. Consumer, Tennessee, this zip code, you're looking for male and the gender, male and female, homeowner status, the owner, age range from 64 to 80, the marriage status is married. We're looking for single family dwelling unit, and all of the other information we did not select. Now, here's one of the most important things that I need for you to do. When we pull these, I want you to go all the way down from name to zip. Keep those all checked. Everything below zip, uncheck. So you would uncheck county, birth year, birth month, birth date, age, marital status, homeowner status, estimated income, net worth, this. I don't need any of that information on the CSV file. All I need is just this information. This is all we need. Now, file description, you want to be pretty specific about this because as you start pulling these things, it just helps you to know what you pull. So we're looking at 38141, and what I typically do is just put what the criteria that I put here. So married, I do married, 64 through 80, and then the date 071520. And then once you do that, click start download. Your file is being created. This process can take up to 2 minutes. Now it's going to go here to the dashboard, and the latest one that you've actually selected or you just pulled should be right here. And what this is just a CSV file, the download file that you will click to pull it, that actual file. But it'll show you the description, married, 64 and 80, 715, consumer type, the record count that you actually pulled, which was 873, which was the amount that was there, and then the date and time that was pulled. So now what you would do from this point is click this right here, and you can see it pulls up the CSV file here, and then you can click to open, and there you have it. So it has now the first and last name, and has the phone numbers of the individual, the best that they've actually pulled. Some, as you can see, may not have the one phone number, but it does have a phone number for them here. So, and then also the address of the actual property, city and state, and the zip code. So like I said, it's very simplistic. So now you would take this list that you just pulled, and then you would save it to your computer, and then you would upload it into ZenCall, and then just start calling them. Okay, so this is just a quick tutorial on how to use unlimited mailing list to pull list. If you do have any additional questions, just contact me. But that should be pretty simple. All right, so I'm going to sign off. And again, if you have any other questions or anything, just contact me. And that's it. All right.